sort of a nice day to do some fishing. So we thought we'd give it a go.
Why not?
So here's a little fishing video. If we catch anything, we catch something. If not, it's just gonna be a video. I'll show you guys what I'm using though. So for my first pole, I'm using a nice whooping stick, which is a nice kind of heavy rod with a medium top, I believe. I didn't know it had a medium top. I'm kind of disappointed about that, but we're gonna give it a shot. However, it is paired with the Abu Garcia. This reel, it's the 6601 C4. I probably pronounced that horribly, but I'm reading it upside down. But I tell you guys, this thing casts like a beast. I used it catfishing a couple of weeks ago, and this thing slayed. This is my favorite though. This is my baby. This is Bass Pro Shops, the Power Plus, and 7-foot all heavy action. I mean, you just saw her. She just whipped that thing, and she's using the same pole I'm using, just different reel. They got me at Bass Pro Shop. If you're left-handed, yeah, you always pay the consequences. Yep, you always do. Yeah, anyway, 7-foot heavy action. This is the Abu Garcia. This is the 6601 SX. So they're kind of similar. I love this one too. The guy at Bass Pro Shops absolutely messed me up. He put way too much line on that. So shout out to you, man. Good job. Anyway, using 20-pound test line. 20, yeah, with a 3-ounce, nice little slider right there. Some nice sliding action. Shout out to Catfish and Carp. Then we just got some line. We got a 4/0 circle hook. This one over here, I kind of baited up. I wanted to show you guys something cool. Same thing, but this one's got a 4-ounce circle, weight to it. Slider, same thing. My camera angles are real bad today. Can you hold the camera? I want to show them the miracle thread.
Yeah.
I got this stuff off of Catfish and Carp. And this stuff is magic. So you take it, and it's kind of like a rubber band, and it makes it so your bait holds on. You can order this stuff on Amazon. It's super cheap. Granted, I know this is really covered in sand right now, but I dropped it. But what I did is I put a night crawler on there. I put a piece of Slim Jim. That's my secret right there. Don't tell anyone. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this. I'm really bad at it yet now. All right, so just wrap it around. Just wrap it around a few times. Want that stuff to stay on there. Wrap it around the top, pinch it off. There you go. That's not going anywhere. I'm gonna cast this one out. Where'd you cast?
Ooh, don't get all tangled. I casted out towards the bridge over there.
Okay, so I'll cast out like right over here. It took me a while to learn how to cast with these poles. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, try learning to cast with a new rod and reel when someone completely sets it up for you wrong. That would throw us a real curveball, but we figured it out.
Yeah. Alright. Like I said, I'm still working on the technique. But that should work. Give it some drag.
These pole holders are essential if you're using the kind of reel that we're using, because if you look, a lot of poles are set up where these, I don't even know what they're called, the rings, the eyelet rings, and the reel are on the bottom. This one, they're on the top, so it makes the top heavy. If you don't have something that holds your pole steady down here, this just flips and the whole pole gets messed up when you try to reel it in. I also have a little fish alarm on the end of my pole. It does have a light that you can turn on if it's dark, but I'm just using it for the bells at this point. We have some alarm ones that you set up with the line, but honestly, with a current this big, like our beach is cut in half right now. So with a current this strong, it would honestly just be false alarms 90% of the time and make it a pain. So going with the bell method.
Yeah. I've learned that the bite alarms that I've gotten and I've shown in the previous videos, they're kind of tricky with shore fishing, especially river fishing.
They're great for lakes and ponds.
Great for that, yeah.
Lakes and ponds.
Okay. So one thing I did want to mention is we've actually got new reels since the last video. We actually switched to multiplier reels, and I might as well just talk about them since we haven't yet. They're not that hard to use. They're super easy. Don't overthink it. Just don't put that much line on it and you're fine, really. I'll just use this one as an example. Like for example, when I got this, the guy at Bass Pro Shop literally put so much line on this that the first time I casted, it just gunked up. And the same thing happened to hers, actually. There's two different types of multiplier reels. There's one with this kind of button, and then there's this one with just this kind of button. So it all depends on what you like, and it all depends if you're right-handed and left-handed. If Bass Pro Shop only has one type of left-handed reel, then you have to get the button one. That's also triple the amount of dollars. Like, it costed triple the amount than hers. Anyway, with this, it's really easy because the drag is right here. You just want to have that really all the way. You don't really have to mess with it unless you feel like the fish you have is over 20 pounds and it's either going to break your pole or break your line. Then ease up on that. This can be a little finicky. Don't mess with it too much, really. When you're casting, you want it to have a little bit of slack. You just don't want to have too much slack. Too much slack, you're gonna get a bird's nest. A bird's nest is when all of your line just creates a bird's nest, and it's nasty. And it's happened to me a plethora of times. But there's ways to fix it. Don't panic. Try to release some like line out. Hopefully that will fix it. If it doesn't, yeah, you're gonna have to do some work. But I think these reels are awesome. The reason why they're actually called multiplier reels is because it multiplies for every time you reel. So every turn it goes, I think, I don't know the math behind it. I'm horrible with math. Christina knows. So all I'm gonna say is it multiplies. I'm gonna leave it as that. Let your mind wander. Google it. It's really cool. I'll put the links in the description below if you're curious about the Abu Garcia reels. I think they're fabulous. I think they're fucking awesome reels. As the river today, though,
it's double its thickness.
Hey, it's what she said. It's double the thickness. So we're working with 1/3 of what we would normally have.
We're working with double the width of a river,
double the strength,
and high winds.
High winds, yep. Everything that we're pulling up is just leaves.
Everything's against us.
Let me tell you something. If you're casting with heavy weights, I don't know if there's a way to go around it. Comment below if you know of a way. I'm still trying to learn myself. But as far as I'm concerned, when I see me pulling up leaves, it's not a good day to fish. Water tends to have a turn up. What's it called?
Yeah.
It kind of turns.
Rains, it just turns up a bunch of leaves.
And whenever, yeah, like what she said, whenever it rains, it just turns everything up. So it's never really ideal for fishing. But it's just a beautiful day. Why not just get out? Maybe this would be kind of like a little info video for you guys. I hope I'm doing well with it. If I'm not, sorry. Anyway, back to the video. Oh, that was my knee. That was my knee.
False alarm.
False alarm. All right, so we got a fish on.
What is it? Oh, it's huge. Look at that.
Whoa. Whoa.
No, I'm getting it on sand.
It's carp. It's a carp. It's a carp. That is a carp.
It's the first carp.
Oh
my God.
Look at that.
No way.
Should we
Should we?
That's good eating. Look at him.
I need a picture. Hold on.
I can here. Caught our first common carp.
Should I let go or should I?
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I kind of want to keep fishing. I don't want to.
Do we have a stringer?
Maybe check.
Here. I mean, I got rope. All right. So that was a solid time fishing. I didn't really catch anything. That's okay because she caught the biggest one of them all.
We're gonna weigh it and see how long it is.
So when we get back to the house, we'll weigh it, show it off, see what it's like, and
I'll weigh it up.
yeah, I'll show you that part. But as for right now, this will be the outro. I hope you guys enjoyed this little short video. It's kind of more of an info video slash catch
New gear.
and new gear. And thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for all the likes and the comments and views. I appreciate that. And feel free to leave a comment. I always love responding to them. And I look forward to the next video with you guys. Have a good one. Take it easy. Measuring tape.
Right here.
Yes, you can have the honors. You have the honors to measure your
All
own
right.
fish.
So we zeroed this out with the cutting board on top of it. So it was at 0. So the fish itself weighs 3 pounds, 3 ounces. And
From tail to head.
from tail to head is
18.
just under, is 17 and a half inches.
Wow.
18. Yeah, 17 and a half inches.
We used that actually when we went catfishing on a small pond just last week.
I don't know if you could tell how fast this current is though. Like if you see how fast things are going by. Sorry, distracted.
Totally cut me off.